Time to reignite a legend. Hey there, ghosts and ghouls, Warlock Boo here. Today I got a very special review. Today I will be reviewing Spyro, the Reignited trilogy. Oh, and this is such a joy for me to review. You see, Spyro, a little history on it for me. I used to have a PlayStation when I was little. And Spyro the Dragon was the first set of games I beat by myself without cheat codes or my dad's help. So they have a very closeness to my heart. I beat all three of them. I owned all three. I actually had to wait, though, because, they didn't all come out at the same time. And I got them when they were first coming out, not when they came out as a bundle later on in the PlayStation's life, unfortunately. But Spyro the Dragon has a very close place to my heart. I've played so many of them. The original three. I've played the remake of the two remakes with Shia LaBeouf in? The guy from Lord of the Ring in it. I never did get to play the third one. It was always too expensive. I played the Skylander series. I've watched the Skylander show. I've read the Skylanders books. So I know a lot about Spyro. He's a very close character to my heart because of my connection with it. So when I heard they were remaking it, I was very excited. I mean, beyond excited. But I knew I'd have to review it if I got it. And to review it, I knew I'd have to do it without my nostalgia goggles on, which is very difficult. So what I'm going to do is review each of the three games individually without nostalgia. Of course, I'll compare it a little bit since it is a complete remake to the original. But I will try to do my best to review this without my nostalgia. But I'll review each of the games in this individually. Now, first off, we have Spyro the Dragon. The original, the first, the true Spyro game. The very first. And if in a comparison, it's very much like the original. The remake does a fantastic job, but the graphics are gorgeous. I mean, these graphics are beautiful. You can see every blade of grass, every leaf on the tree, the water flows. So many things in it are just drop dead gorgeous. And what really is nice in this is, in the first Spyro game, the whole point of it is you have to beat Gnasty Gnorc, who has found a way to bring gems to life to make an army. But he has also turned the other dragons into gems, so you have to find and free them to make it into new worlds, so you can eventually get to Gnasty Gnorc and fight him. Very basic concept, and each world has a hub world with about 5 smaller mini worlds you can do to gain more dragons. Each of these hub worlds has a different theme, with roughly each of the mini worlds following a similar theme within context. The gameplay is a very nice, basic, nice platformer style. You've got a nice 3D run around area. You can shoot fire, you can charge, and you can jump and glide. Very basic. In this game, you don't get many power-ups. You just got to kind of think out how you're going to do this. But you can tell in the first game, the mechanics weren't perfect. And since they copied it straight as the first game, the mechanics aren't perfect. Glides always seem just a little off, and you can't make it there. Even if you do the damn height jump, and they doesn't add the hover button in the first game that's in the later games. So it makes it very annoying. Certain enemies just seem like, what the fuck do they want me to do with this thing? No? And you gotta figure it out a little more. And when I was a kid, I do remember having an easier time with it. But that was so long ago, it may be me blinding myself to what it was. A lot of the jumps I remember making as a kid, no matter what I do, I seem not to be able to make. And it drives me crazy. It drives my son crazy, my wife crazy, who keep trying this damn jumps over and over again and using all our lives. to get the damn coin barrel over there so we can 100% the level. What is really nice in this game, though, are the dragon designs. Every dragon is unique. In the original, kinda. And in this, every dragon is unique, voice acted, sounds different, looks different, acts different. Each world has their own set of dragons. Like, you had the original world, well, they were artisans. The second world you find, they're all warriors. The third world you go to, they're all like southerners. The fourth world, and farmers. And the fourth world you go to, they're spellcasters. And it's a nice, unique take. Each world has their own style of dragon that lives in. And I like that unique take. It's very cool, and it's very unique. Now, what's also kind of neat is the way the bosses work. Each level has their own set of bosses. One at the end, it's supposed to be the fourth one. I'll explain later. And each boss is fairly unique. Each dragon gives you a little hint on how to beat them, and they're not too hard. They can get annoying if you don't know how, but I literally beat the third boss without taking a hit on my first try, and I could not remember him for the life of me. I just did it. So they're not hard. The Nasty Nork's easy as long as you kind of cheat and cut off his path by gliding in front of him. I did that all the time as a kid, and I remembered that trick. But as far as that goes, the game is nice, basic platformer. A little hard, a little annoying, a little too far jumps to make sense. But it is a good, solid remake, good game, but I would say it is the weakest in the trilogy. I know people are going to hate me for that, but it really is. Now, the second game, on the other hand, is much more interesting. We get actual cutscenes in this game. Full set of cutscenes. The first one had a few, but not a lot. This one, it has like this full set of cutscenes, cinematics, characters speaking to you, and it has more of a mission-based system. Every world, sure, you have your main goal to get to the end of the world and help the people, but every time you'll also find little people in it. They'll say, hey, can you do this for me? Oh, here, you did that. Here's an orb, which you need to finish. So you gain more orbs, you gain more things, and you got this nice mission base. Also in this game, power-ups come into play. You get super fire, you get ability to spit rocks, you get the ability to fly, not just hover, actually fly, supercharge. All of those come into play in this. And it's a very more fun game. Also in this, the character designs are so good. In the original, you had the characters such as the fawn, when she'd say, I'm a fawn, you dork. In this, she sounds like she's joking with him. In the other one, she sounded mad. I'm a fawn, you dork. And they added the voice acting, so now you can see she's not mad at him. She was just joking with him. And the characters look so much different, but in a better way. Like in the original, she just had fawn legs and top of a human. It doesn't look great. In this, she looks more like a deer-human crossbreed, but she stands out amongst characters much better. Every character looks different, sounds unique, and it plays so much better. In this game, they also introduced the hover and the ability to swim and climb, which make the game so much better. And I don't know who voices Gnasty Nork. I mean, Ripto, who's the main bad guy in this one. But I love him. He's so good at it. He takes too much joy in being Ripto. You can hear him having a good time being Ripto. Just getting pissed at everyone and just being the bad guy. And I love that in this. This game's gameplay is much more solid. The level layouts are much better and much more fun. I do like this. I'd say it was my favorite in the series. And like I said, it's been a long time since I've originally played this. And I vaguely remember this one like I do the first one, but I remember it better than I do the first one. I remember the boss fights best. So that kind of helped me get through them. But on a nostalgia note, oh my god, it's awesome! But on a review note, it is much better than the first one in the trilogy. And it is far more superior. Graphics aren't better, they're the same graphics, but at the same time, they did so much with the cutscenes and the voices, and everything just flows together in this one better. Now, the third game in the series is Spyro Year of the Dragon, which, nice little hint, it was called Spyro Year of the Dragon to promote in Japan, because Spyro never sold good over there. Year of the Dragon is, again, it has the cutscenes and beautifully recreated characters, which, I gotta say one thing, in Spyro Ripto's Range and Spyro Year of the Dragon, there are these two twins that look freaky as fuck, and they terrified me as a kid. They gave me nightmares. They scared me. In this, they are adorable little children with psychic powers. In that, they were creepy, disturbing monsters with powers. I like them better than this, needless to say. In this one, you have an evil sorceress, or queen, whatever way you want to go, who stole the dragon eggs to put magic back in her world because it disappeared after she banished the dragons. Someone should have had some foresight on that. But she's stealing the eggs now because, yeah, that's a good way to do it, instead of apologizing to the damn dragons. But this one, enemies are usually Rhinox, and they bring back the thing that when you kill them, you get money. But they also bring back a new feature in this game. You still get the power-ups, the levels, and all that, but you get alternate playable characters. These characters, there's one per world, and when you unlock them, you can go back to previous worlds and find them in special areas in each world that you can play them as. Which these characters are Sheila the Kangaroo, the Yeti, whose name I can't remember, Sergeant James Bird, instead of James Bond, I know, awesome play on words, Agent 9, swear there's one more who I can't remember, and Sparks the Dragonfly. This game had done a lot, again, with the character remodel. Sheila isn't just a basic kangaroo. They really went out on her. They gave her hair, outfit. They changed the characters, too, such as in the original, the Yeti's younger brother just sounded like, oh, you're great, you're my big brother, you're awesome. In this, he just kind of sounds, hey, bro, can you do that for me? As he's texting on a cell phone. They added that animation into that. It wasn't in the original, but it kind of gives him more personality, and I kind of like that. The mechanics in this game are a lot like the second one, except you don't have to fucking buy them, which is so much better. But it comes in handy. But this game is really good. The layouts are a little more random per world, though. Like, each of the mini things don't have as much of a matching theme to the overall world you're in at that point as they do in the first two. Which I do say is a little downside, but it does add some more mix-ups within the set. So it's kind of okay in the overall. And the new characters are very fun to play. Like, my wife has a lot of trouble with Spyro's gliding mechanics. They bug her. She hates it. She loves the game, but hates the gliding mechanic. But when she got to play Sheila, sure, she has a jumping mechanics, but it's just jumping. And she's much better with Sheila. My son loved playing as James Bird and the Yeti. My daughter likes the Monkey 8009. And all the other characters from the other game comes back with a nice little romance story in it for Hunter and this rabbit sorceress. I can't remember her name again. I am sorry. Sue me if that makes you mad. But it's so much fun. It's a good game. All three of these games are solid. The first one definitely being the weakest in the trilogy, but great for starters. 2 and 3 are much more fun, much more cinematic. 2 being more of my favorite. 3 having adorable baby dragon, which, alright, I got one complaint in 3. In the original Spyro game, when they remastered, with the remastery, they made each and every dragon unique, say different things, sound unique, look unique. Great. In 3, get these dragon eggs. Every time you find them, they hatch into adorable little baby dragons. But they're not unique. Yeah, the color changes, and sometimes they have a hat or a bow or glasses, but the designs are exactly the same. They do the exact same thing. Can't you give us something unique? I know it's a remake, but it seems like for the first one, you really went all out on those dragon designs. Why didn't you do that for the babies? I'd like to see one born in little armor. I'd like to see one born with a giant paintbrush. Just give them more of a unique twist on them. Not every one of them has to do a cartwheel or fly up and fall on its butt and cry. I mean, come on. Give me some individuality on these babies. Make them as adorable as you fucking can. I need adorability. But really, that's mostly nitpicking, but still, I need that. Overall, though, I think as a full game and only being $40, I paid $30 because of Black Friday, but only being $40, it's a great bargain. I mean, this is an amazing bargain. Hours of gameplay, 3 individual games completely remade from the ground up, but with the exact same styles and stuff as the original. It is the way all remakes should be. I mean, when they remade Crash, they remade it and it looked great. But you can only do so much with Crash. And that's the problem. But with the Spyro remake, they went full out. It looks gorgeous. It plays great with some minor defects. They open the cutscenes, which cutscenes need subtitles. So don't you dare tell me that shouldn't have subtitles. It does need subtitles. Blech! Sorry, I got myself all tongue twisted. I got so angry. But it is great as a game. This game is so fun for my family to play over and over and over again. My wife likes it. My kids like it. I like it. My brother likes it. Straight Jacket likes it. It's such a fun series of games that I recommend for you. Even if you've never played Spyro. Maybe you played Skylanders and you want to know where he came from. Maybe you played the reboot of Spyro. Maybe you watched the show. This is done so well. The graphics, the voice acting, the music. My wife loves the music on this game. Some of it she just loves and wants me to stay in the world so she can hear the music. There's one ice world in the third one that it has this relaxing music. All the characters are just laid back sounding, and it just makes you chill while you play it. Even though the level's kind of annoying, it's chill at the same time, and I love that. This game is perfect. And if you're nostalgic like me, it's even better, especially watching your kids play it. Sure, it'll annoy you. No, go that way. No, go that way. I said go that way. But what doesn't when you got to watch your kids play a game? It's so perfect to share this game that a lot of us grew up with our kids, our families who's never played them or only vaguely knows what it is. It's so much fun. And I think that's what the whole point of this game is. What do I give it? I give it a 9. I want to give it a 10 so badly, but with a little nitpicking, I can't. If I can't nitpick at a game, I'm going to give it a 10. But I give this a 9.99. 0.9999999991. Because I got to give it something. So it's not a 10, but it's very close. Add subtitles. That's really it. Now it'll be better. But yes, this game is great. I suggest you guys play it so much. If you don't pick it up, try to. Put it on your Christmas list. You know you want to. But what did you think of the game? Do you think it's a shameless cash in on nostalgia? Or do you think these guys really put some love and care into it? Tell me down below. And if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Or else I am going to haunt your asses for all eternity. Okay? Good. Now, this has been Warlock Boo. Hoping to be spoken y'all later. Bye.